So let's see here. I have a list of questions.
Well, I mean, it's just I can just guide through. In general, since this is really our first conversation, I did spend some time looking at your website and kind of looking at what you guys are doing on social media now. But I'm just more so interested in, what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish, where you're struggling right now on the marketing side, if at all, and then what you know, why are we having this conversation? What are you trying to do or trying to do better that we might be able to help you with? And I'm going to go close the store really quick because my alarm system's beeping because the power went out. So I'll be right back. It's just a little loud. It's beeping. Yeah.
So what do we do? So obviously you can kind of see the thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
The guy that does it for me, he's been with me for maybe a year and a half ago. I use him as a VA, and it's one of those like I'm doing something right. So he mainly does like the posting the videos, and I have like a content team right on my staff. Some people that kind of enjoy doing it, and the people on my team they gather the photos, they take the videos, they send them over to him. He does his thing and he puts them out, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And it's really the majority of what he does, right? And it's very basic, very whatever it is. The so as like a rewards program for my customers, I actually use a company called Como. It's just like it's a very beefy system, right? In terms of what they could do. They would do anything with it, right? Where it's just like it integrates with my POS. Customers come up, it's all phone number based, right? They sign up to their phone number. It sends text messages, it sends emails, it gathers all their information. I have item level, descriptions that I can go to, right? So you come in, you get a drip coffee. I'm selling my own roasted coffee now. You can get a prompt right after you. So it's that level of stuff, right? And it was one of those like I went with that system because I wanted more flexibility, I wanted more options, I wanted more horsepower behind the whole system, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's great, but I don't use it, right? And it's
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
I- setting up like okay, we'll use this platform, we'll go down that route, right? We'll have it there when we need it. But I know that with what I currently do, like I'm never going to get to the point where he can actually use it correctly. He does the stuff in it now, where when we have special seasonal features and promotional menus and all that kind of stuff. He'll send out an email or send out a text message or something like that. But it's few and far between, and it's
Mm-hmm.
just utilizing it well, right?
And what's the name of the system again?
As Como, it's a UK based company. They integrate with Toast. I'm
Can you
not like
spell that for me?
COMO, Como.
COMO,
Yeah.
just Como.
Yep. It's
So is
like
there a website like como.com?
I really don't know.
Okay.
So it's like Como something.
Okay.
You can find it.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Como
Como Sense.
Sense.
Yeah. Como Sense.
So, okay, loyalty register anywhere, POS integrations. And what's your POS?
I use Toast at the moment.
Toast. Okay. So let's see here. I'm just doing one quick look up here.
Hmm.
Okay. Wait a second. The delivery guys at the door apologize.
Hmm.
Okay. So the sense you have it, you're paying for it, but you're not using it. And it's for client communication as far as text, email, social media posting.
So it's not even, it doesn't do social media, more just like, yeah, account gathering right at the register, right? So they want to sign up. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a whole rewards platform on what it is.
It's the rewards as well.
It's the rewards as well. Yeah. And that's
Got it.
mainly what I got it for to handle the rewards platform, and it's dynamic in the sense that there's a bunch of different things you could do with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, very similar to like how Starbucks has their reward system, right? I mean, I could essentially mimic what they do. through this platform. It's a I mean, they do a good job in terms of what the offerings are. It's just like I don't use half the stuff. I mean, I
Yeah.
use it as
Yeah.
a rewards platform, but Toast also has a rewards program that I used to use for the longest time until I wanted more out of it, right? Where it was,
Hmm.
knowing where I want to go, like
Hmm.
build the infrastructure to be able to be ready for that. And I did
Yeah.
that, but here we are, a year and a half into it. It's just like I know as it stands, the way that I'm doing things now, I'm I'm not doing it right,
Yeah.
and so that's kind of where we're at now. Things I want to do in the future, it's Matt is the VA that I use that does the stuff. And again, he's a pretty picture, pretty video, like that kind of thing, and it's all right. Like it's good, but like, what do I get out of it? I don't. I mean,
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
on. I get what I use for like Facebook ads or Meta ads, yeah, right? And then but then like why am I putting all the time or effort into making something pretty if I'm just gonna boost it anyways? So it's just like yeah, I question the whole thing.
Yeah.
And like, my whole premise behind that is just like, yeah, I'm doing it because I'm doing it, right? But like me personally, I hate all of it. Um,
Mm. Yeah.
I don't even use it, right? I make
Yeah.
it that of me, but like what else is there? So why wouldn't I just use all the hot leads that I have there? People, I mean, everything's opt in, right? You have to come in, ask you, hey, do you want to sign up for a rewards program? Yes, like that's your avenue, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, there's other things that have to happen too, to keep it going. But I mean, my biggest you know, path for direct communication, like I'm not using it. And meanwhile, I'm spending money on ads and, paying for a VA to make pretty pictures, which, you get what I'm saying. So,
Yeah.
but that,
Yeah.
so, and then the opportunity for me going forward is, okay, how do I use all these different avenues that I have, right?
Right.
Different areas that I have. And the nice thing about what my locations are is, it's not just like I have one traditional brick and mortar location, but my other four locations, well, three locations, one licensed location at the airport, but the other three locations, one's a college campus and then two hospitals. So I'm drawing on at any point in time, I'm serving people that, probably live in a 2 to 3 hour radius from where I'm at, right? I mean, I
Yeah.
get from hour and a half that come up to the hospital to visit somebody, right? And if they
Yeah.
have coffee and I can turn that into some kind of communication where I can reach out to them and say, hey,
Mhm.
do stuff. Now we roast our own coffee. Now I can send it to you and I can do the retail, the online retail part of it, right? And that's
Mhm.
the thing I want to build to is how do
Mhm.
I, design the website and get
Yeah.
all that for positioned. Because I mean, I have a website. I literally haven't updated it in who knows how long. Like it's been a while, right? And again, it does its purpose, right? It's a host a landing page for people to find me, right? You can get to all my online ordering sites from there. Customers can contact me through forms, and I can get my applications through there and all that kind of stuff. So it serves a purpose, but it's just like it served me the way I did business, right? And now I
Yeah.
want to business a little bit different. It's just like, does
Yeah.
it serve me in that way? And I don't think it does.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, I'm gonna probe around the Como sense first. So do you pay a monthly license fee for that to
Uh,
have it?
yes, I pay a monthly fee. Yes.
Okay. So you pay a monthly fee for that, and then the assistant for virtual assistant that does the graphics and posting for you, the occasional email, occasional text. You want to move to ultimately e-commerce now that you can do your own roasting, and your current website, at least what I saw right now, has no e-commerce capability on it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I started messing around with it just to see what was there. And I haven't like published it and stuff like that, but I added a little site, but so I mean,
Oh,
I
okay.
have the
Mhm.
ability to do it. It's through Wix, the
Okay,
platform.
that's what I was going to ask. What platform is it on?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay. What else? What else are you working on or doing or see in the future?
So the next call at 3 o'clock today after this one is actually meeting with Ashley and then Kim, who is my like assigned CFO through Prosper Group, um, to like kind of talk about what that next growth strategy is.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I think the roasting, online retail part of it is a pretty big play. It's a very obvious low hanging
Okay.
fruit play.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
other ones where wholesale accounts through other coffee shops, smaller coffee shops, maybe larger
Yeah.
coffee, but wholesale opportunities. And then the next thing that would be more location wise is you have the possibility of like a coffee truck or like a coffee like trailer kind of thing, where I'm doing
Oh,
like
how fun.
type.
Yeah.
So that seems like a pretty logical step, from my perspective. So it's just like, those are the next things that I
Yeah.
see.
Okay.
Um,
So I can share a little bit about what we do and my thoughts just based on what I've heard. So I've been in business 26 years, with clients all over the country. We do all the e-commerce, all of the content writing, all of the design, all of it. I moved my business model over the past year from the individual pieces. So people would come to us to do their website, and then they'd pay for social media separately. And then we do email marketing separately, text messaging separately, ongoing long form content writing, which is even more important now than it ever has been because of AI. But what would happen is people would come and they would get the website done. And then they would like, yeah, I'm going to do that, but let's get this done first. But then they would never move on the rest of it. Or maybe they'd move on social media, but they're like, no, I don't need email. I don't need all this stuff. And it was very frustrating because, the whole marketing thing I see as a system and it's an ongoing thing. So I don't see marketing as a campaign. Like you have to have an ongoing strategy with a purpose. And the whole purpose of marketing is to be found by the people that you want to find you. And that's an ongoing process. And it's an ongoing process because things in this industry change all the time. So, especially SEO. And so what I did, and this is through, working with Mike and Greg, having the courage to make this change. That was really all because we did all the stuff and I always preached all the stuff, but I took everything that we do that I think is absolutely critical for every business to do if they're going to get it right and put it into a single package. And so it's essentially a program. So we now just offer a performance marketing program, but it sounds like it actually would replace and take care of all the stuff that you have described that you need. There's some redundancy, but it could replace your Como Sense completely if your Toast platform has the rewards piece built into it that you could leverage, push that piece back. And our CRM does integrate with Toast. So the CRM is your customer relationship management platform. We use High Level, but we're branded as Grow360.ai is our platform, but it's the High Level engine. And so it does the emails, the text, it does the review management, it does the directory management, which is really important when you have multiple locations, that all of the locations are maintained and they're accurate on all of the directory aggregators across the internet. Why that's important for restaurants, coffee shops, things like that is you might change your hours. You might open a new location. You might move a location. You might shift your hours for a holiday or something like that. And so once it's updated in the directory management tool that's part of the platform, it pushes it out across the internet to the major directories so that all the information is correct in all the places. So you don't have aggravated people. So with the performance marketing package, we also build, optimize, and manage the website and do the content all year long, continually pushing out the content, sending out the emails, sending out the texts. It's all part of it. So it's a program it's $1,250 a month. It includes everything, including the website redesign. And that's it. There's a one-time 550 upfront setup fee, and it's a 1-year contract and goes month to month after that. Because our CRM, the whole engine behind it with the email, the social media, all the email, social media, all that stuff, the text is all in one place. It's all on the platform, including the review management and all of it. Because it's on the CR or the high level platform. If for any reason after the 1-year contract is met, you need to make a change, you still can own and take the CRM and just pay for that on its own. So the CRM itself, without the work behind it, is $97 a month. So you would pay that through high level if you decided to leave. So it's not like you're going to invest in having it all built and then for whatever reason, which I don't think would happen, but it could, you never know, you needed to walk away from it. You're not leaving all of the investment behind. You still own it. You can take it and run with it, including the full platform. So it's pretty simple. And I actually love the fact that we made it simple.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, it replaces your license fee with your whatever you're paying for your Como Sense. It replaces the VA, so I don't know what you're paying for all of that, but it can't be a whole lot less than what our monthly fee is for the whole program. So that's what we do. So, I mean, with the one piece I would add is with the e-commerce aspect. So we would normally just build the website on the WordPress platform. However, if your bigger vision is the e-commerce and potentially wholesale opportunities, what I would probably suggest is that we go ahead and just build it on Shopify, because that's built in. The payment processing is built in. The ability to add wholesale or discount pricing for retailers is already there. Mm-hmm. So the only additional cost that you would have is the Shopify basic license fee, which I think right now is $29 a month, like $300 some odd dollars a year. So that would be the only addition. But that would be my recommendation based on knowing where you want to go, is to go ahead and just put it on Shopify.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then what in terms of like the retail part? Because the biggest opportunity for me is the online retail with the products I am now brought in house making, right? So like I know nothing about that, right? So that includes what so I guess so like right now how we have it set up from a social media standpoint, we're like, hey, let's do this kind of stuff. So then I need, these kind of pictures, this kind of information, this kind of like supplemental stuff. We get that with him. He does his thing, right? Is it kind of similar in terms of what that is? Right?
Yeah, we do it all. So we just need, I'm gonna say it, the assets. So, you guys are in store, you have all and the real stuff works better than anything else. So if you have people on your team that love taking pictures while they're working, we can create a shared drive. They can text them to us, whatever's easiest. But the more of that stuff that you can send to us, the better. And then, we just produce all of the stuff, and, we'll have a whole content calendar. I can share my screen and just show you the back end of the platform if you'd like to see it, and show you a couple of examples. Let's see here. I did a quick search on Shopify and Toast, and it looks like there might be an integration too. I don't know that it's necessary, but it looks like it does. Okay, so here's my company, MSW. We use and do all the stuff that we sell to other people. So this is the back end of the CRM. This is where I lost my internet connection. So you can see all of your contacts come in here. So what you would do is send us all of the contacts that you have currently. So we just export, or you could give me the login to your existing system and we can do the export and pull them in for you. But if you just come over here to the marketing side, You can see we schedule and post all of our stuff from here. So we will a lot of times build stuff in advance, and we can also put it in draft mode. So if your team wants to go look at it, I'll show you an example of one. I think I have some posts scheduled for. These are just people who are on the full performance marketing package right now. Do regalia. All right, so yeah, they've already pushed, but you can see as an example, we designed, a post. This was an actual video post and scheduled it here for them. This is for their upcoming New Year's. So all of your content, all of the posts, all the stuff is here in one place. You could come in and look at it at any time. We can leave it in draft for you to approve if you want to make sure that you're comfortable with what we're doing. All of the email campaigns are also here. So you can see this one. Looks like that one just went out. I don't know if I can open it while it's sending. Let me see if I can see preview. So this was an email that went out for their Thanksgiving feast and menu and for their New Year's ball. So that's currently sending. You get the idea.
Do you do any like coffee shops or like beverage shops or?
I don't have any coffee
cafes or
shops right now, but I have a ton of restaurants and bars and event spaces and things like that. So we have a lot in that space. Here in town, locally, we have a ton of them that are on off season right now. But Shorty Pants they go year round. Let me see if I can show you that one. Let's go to, they're not doing email, but they're doing social. So here's Shorty Pants. This is a local bar. So they are going to close. So yeah, so we have a lot of experience in this space. So coffee shops, no, but restaurants, bars, that kind of stuff. So you can kind of see how my team's pretty creative and pretty talented. And that's all included. So we just need the pictures. So, they gave us all the food pictures and stuff, and then we design all of those graphics and videos and all of that stuff. And then, so all the reputation management is here. I don't think they're using it online, but I can show you MSWs. What we do is we connect all of your accounts. So you can see here, all the reviews are pulled in one place and you can respond to them. You can use AI to respond, but you can do it all from here, which is great. And this really wouldn't apply to you, but I kind of like it. So I'm just going to show it to you just in case there is an implementation that I'm not considering. So we use this for opportunities, and this might be more so for your retail, wholesale, accounts. So I'm going to call it, this is our sales pipeline. So I built this pipeline. And so any leads, leads would be people that come in through our website. Hot leads are referrals, leads contacted, appointments booked. And I was actually on a call earlier. So you were on here and I was showing this to someone. So I moved you over to follow up to close because I knew I was going to talk to you in a minute. So you can just drag these little cards back and forth. So if you want to manage any outreach on accounts like that, this is fantastic. And you can set up automations to follow up with people too. So I have a really super simple ones built out here for us. So when I move a card on the opportunities board, like it triggers an automation for either a reminder to one of my team members to do something, or it can send an email or a text message out to the person. I could have it send a text message to you saying, "Hey, Brian, thanks for the call." So if I was in here while we were talking and then we hung up and I moved your card, it could trigger an automation. You would immediately get a text message and say, hey, great talking with you. I'll follow up based on what we discussed. Hope you have a great day. So all that stuff just happens. And we can help you build, customize it the way you would want for your workflow. But what I love most about it is it's all here in one place. And your team could even, there's a media storage area. Probably for your team, the file would be easier, but you can upload stuff here. As we are posting it, it will all be here. So you'll have all of the graphics and videos and all the stuff that my team creates along the way. You will have in here. That doesn't go anywhere. You own it and you can reuse it for anything that you want to. So it's pretty robust. And this countdown timers thing, I don't have any for MSW, but I have one for, let me see, I can show you one for Regalia. So we have a countdown timer that's on their website, and then it's also in the email that we sent. So we have a countdown for their Thanksgiving feast. So you build the timer. So if you have an event or something that you want to promote, we can build a countdown timer. And let me see how I open it here. I'm not sure. It might be locked because it's being actively used. It's locked because it's out there in the world. So you can see over here. So this is where we defined it and kind of branded it to look like their colors in their newsletter. And so this is actually embedded in the newsletter and it's fed in real time. So no matter what time somebody opens that newsletter, that email, this is accurate. It's all fed from here. So it's, features like that I think are really cool that normally, you'd have to pay extra for your email application, your text application, your social media scheduler, all the stuff. So it's just all under one, and it's all part of that $12.95 a month fee, including the work by my team.
Okay. And then so then essentially you're saying from the rewards program that I have, that would go back to Toast, but then all the management tools and tools like the communication part of it, you said you have an integration with Toast on that, as I'm understand that correctly?
Yeah, it looks like there's an integration that we can do with High Level. So, but High Level does not have the rewards program. So you need to move your rewards program or keep your Como Sense running. But if Toast has one, just move it back, and then we can just tie Toast and High Level together.
Okay. And then the high level, that's more for the the CRM tool.
Yeah.
So as people who sign up from a Toast standpoint, that would automatically kick over and
Yeah,
funnel.
with the integration. Yeah. And what I would probably do to start is export who you have now, like find a data point, export who you have, manually pull it in here, and then get that integration hooked up so that the new ones would feed in over here.
Okay. And then from a retail, like online retail standpoint, I guess what kind of things would you do for that? Like how would you
Well, so we built many retail sites. So we just launched Maria's, actually, Candy Town. You remember Maria, right? So Maria is Candy Town USA. This is a Shopify site. So all the ordering, you can order all this stuff online. Checkout. It has a whole back end. It's all built in. That's why I recommended that we do it on Shopify, because I'm not sharing my screen, am I? I am bringing up the website, talking like you can see what I'm doing and you can't. Hold on. Go back. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is Maria's new website. So this is her shop in Montana. And Shopify has all of the, it's built for e-commerce. So it's a great platform. It has all the payment stuff built in. and you just go check out. I mean, it's just great. You get an email, and then it also has all of the stuff built into it that you can do, discount pricing for retailers and all the things that you want to do.
And you can do subscriptions, I assume.
Hmm. Yeah. Now, some of that stuff, I don't think subscriptions is built in as a default, but Shopify has a ton of apps that can be integrated, and they're pretty cheap. Like we had to do an app for her for gift baskets. So the gift baskets where she wanted some where you could pick and choose the pieces that go in it. And so there's an app where then people can choose, the different types that they want. But yes, it can handle subscriptions and all of that stuff. It just might be virtue of a plugin. So most of the plugins on Shopify run like $5 to $10 a month if you need them. So all it does is it extends the ability of the software to do stuff. So
Okay.
I think her site came out pretty good.
How's that? Did she have anything like that before?
Mm-mm.
No. So how's
No.
that before then?
Well, it literally just launched about a week and a half ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So she's just now starting on our program, the whole marketing program. So it's brand new for her.
Cool. Well, okay. I guess from a time frame standpoint, how long does it take to get from now to the point where everything's fully set up, integrated, ready to go, and doing it?
Yeah. So you're probably looking at about an 8-week ramp up because we have to rebuild your entire website, configure all of the back end stuff. We'll typically start hosting for a client within about 3 weeks of them starting. The website design stuff will start right away. And that normally, by the time we go through all the feedback loops and get all the assets and stuff, is around a 6-week cycle. So things start moving right away, but by the time everything's fully up and running and everything is flowing, it's generally about 8 weeks.
Okay. Yeah. And then you said something. So another issue I could see. So when you do the Shopify, so you do that, and then you said there might be an integration tool with Toast. So, so is there a way to get, let's say I have an order placed on like a retail order through Shopify. Is there a way to get that pushed to my VaporPress location where it prints out there and it gets processed in store to set up?
That we'll have to research. I am not sure, but what I do know for sure, because I did that quick search and it says there is a Toast integration, but I haven't done the research, because we're on the call to see how deep the integration goes and what kind of configuration it has available in it. That said, if somebody places an order in Shopify, it can be notified when the order comes through to anybody that you want. So it could come through because you can have the Shopify app on your phone and you get an alert anytime an order occurs. And it can also be emailed to whoever you want. So at various locations. So they'll get the order and we can try to see if there's a way to get it sent through Toast. Apparently there's an integration. I just don't know the details of it, but it exists. So we can figure that out.
Cool. Anything else I should know right now?
I don't think so. I mean, the whole purpose of the program is to keep it as simple as possible. And I mean, it's pretty simple. So all the stuff, the website, the marketing, the CRM, the text, all the stuff. The whole idea is to keep it simple and just make it happen.
Nice. I don't think I have any other questions.
Okay. And not that it matters, but but it kind of does to me. I do love virtual assistants. They're great and good at some things, but my whole entire team is located here in the Midwest. Like, where I don't use remote people. So they're all here. And there's
Oh,
10 of them. So I have a decent sized team. And so if someone's out, it's not like stuff doesn't get done.
very nice. Yeah, I think we're good. So let me think about if there's anything else comes up. I would be curious to see if you were to do like that research on the Shopify toast thing. Not that it's a big thing, but that was always one that I was like, okay, how do I handle that, right? Because it's just
Yeah.
I don't want I don't want to create another job for myself from now I have to, constantly pay attention to all these orders, make sure they get processed,
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
that's just part of figuring it out, But
Yeah.
um, cool. Well, I appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, no problem. So the next step, I'm sure you're probably going to talk to your coach about it today, but we would send you a agreement for the performance marketing program. So it's 1,295 per month with a 12-month commitment, 550 set up front one time. With the Shopify, you would pay the Shopify license, which is 29-ish dollars a month. So that would add an additional 360-ish a year on top of it. Cheryl would send you the contract, you just digitally sign it, and then she'll send you the first invoice. The first invoice and payment of that is what kicks off us starting the work and the onboarding.
Okay. Very
Okay.
good. Well, I'll think it over, talk it over, and then we'll go from there.